So today's our topic is electrical resistance. So what is this term that we have to discuss by the diagram? See, here we have one conductor, and that conductor we should connect with one battery, right? So this is positive, negative. Always inside conductor there will be some positive charge which are on rest, they never move, right? And there are some free electrons also. So free electrons can free anywhere inside this conductor. Now whenever current is flowing through positive to negative terminal, because of that current, because of that potential difference of the battery, electron is moving opposite direction of that current. So flow of electrons are in this direction and current is in this direction. Now what exactly happens? Now electron is moving in this direction. Now whenever electron is moves in this direction, in between, in the path of electron, there will be positive charge. So these electrons collide with the positive charge, somewhat its kinetic energy lost due to that collision. Further, because of voltage, again that electron accelerate further, again that electron further collide with the positive ions. So this process continues on, and that kinetic energy is converting into heat energy. So that is the resist of electron flow. So that is called, because of that resist of electron flow, we have resistance in current also, because current is depending on the flow of electrons. So that is called resistance of electric current, right? So here resistance, we denote it with R. So according to Ohm's law, R is equal to V upon I. So that is called resistance. Now unit of resistance is ohm is equal to voltage upon ampere. So we have two units of resistance. Now definition of resistance of ohm, definition of 1 ohm, that is, whenever we apply 1 voltage to the conductor and current flowing through that conductor is 1 ampere, there will be resistance of that conductor which is 1 ohm, right? So that is resistance unit. Now here the factors which are affected on resistance. So the first factor, it is material. Whatever we take material, if it's for example insulator, we take insulator, resistance will be maximum. If we take metal, resistance will be minimum. So it depends on material. Second, it depends on that cross section area. So cross section area is more, then resistance will be more. Means R is cross section area is less, then resistance will be more, because R is equal to rho L by A. So R is proportional to 1 by A. So that's why if A is more, then resistance will be less. Third, length of the conductor or insulator, what we can call. Similar formula, R is equal to rho L by A, R proportional to L. So length is more, resistance will be more. And the fourth and last one, it depends on temperature also. Yes. So if we take some conductor and if we rise temperature of that conductor and current flowing through that conductor, what happens? Its resistance will be increases. Why? Because of whenever we rise the temperature of conductor, this electron doing random motion very fast. So electron speed will be very fast due to temperature rise. Because of temperature rise, electron gets its enough energy and it will move randomly, instantly. So that's why temperature, because of temperature rise, we get resistance rise in conductor. Insulator don't have any effect of temperature. Insulator remains as it is, but semiconductor, if we rise the temperature, resistance will be decreasing semiconductor. right? So that is our topic, electric resistance.